Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. It's no one's birthday. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Leolands podcast. I'm Sakshi,
And I'm Nathan.
and today we're gonna talk about birthdays.
Yay! I'm sorry, I'm so confounded. That was very likely that will go down in the history books as the weirdest intro we will ever do on this podcast.
Hey, as long as you're known for something, I mean, might
yeah.
as well.
So, we're talking about birthdays this week. I think we will share some background as to why we came to this idea.
Yeah, why did we?
Well, I forget the exact reason, but the general idea was I don't like birthdays.
Yeah, and I love them.
Versus you love them. And we're like, oh, conflicting ideas.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
That was a great
I think
soundbite.
it was because I don't know why, but I think we were talking about someone's birthday, or I was telling you, hey, what are you gonna do for your birthday? And then you were like, I don't know, I hate birthdays. And I was like, what? For some reason, having known Nathan since so long, I never knew that he hated birthdays.
Okay, I feel like I should clarify. I don't hate birthdays.
Okay.
I am not Scrooge McDuck sitting in my room and anyone who wishes me happy birthday. I love being told happy birthday.
Yeah, you love the attention that comes with it.
I love the attention, but in perhaps the most Leo way possible. And I may have hinted at this on a previous episode. I feel like there's never enough birthday wishes as what you expect in your head.
Mm-hmm.
My mental expectations for the day
Yeah.
are always so high
Yeah.
that it's very hard for me to not get self-conscious about it.
No, that makes perfect sense. Like, I feel like for me, this is not for me, but like, I feel like on my birthday, if someone doesn't wish me, I'm not just gonna remember it on my birthday. I'm gonna remember it for the next few days.
Yeah, they hate you.
Yeah.
They're not a friend.
Like,
Cut them out.
exactly, like, how dare you don't wish me? I'm kidding. But I agree with what you said. There's just not enough wishes. Like, you have to wish me till it's 11:59 on my birthday. And in fact, you can wish me for a few minutes after 12 too, because in my mind, it's still my birthday.
But yeah, you need those birthday wishes, and it's hard. Because as Gen Z, we have rejected Facebook.
Yeah.
And for a good 5 years there, Facebook was the only way I kept track of people's birthdays.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
And now...
I'm kind of good that way. I'm kind of good at remembering people's birthdays.
Oh, no. I have maybe 5 people's birthdays in my phone.
Okay.
And then everyone else, I am reliant. Please, I'll do this myself. Shamelessly post, it's your own birthday.
I hate that.
I live for
I
it.
literally hate when people repost other people's stories of birthday wishes, because it's like you almost want people on your Instagram
Correct.
to wish you, but it's like that's so needy,
Correct.
it's like, okay, and it's fine if you post one, they'll be on their phone updating their stories with for context, for what I'm talking about, if a lot of you don't use social media,
Yeah.
or if a lot of you don't use Instagram, some people like if it was Nathan's birthday, I would put a picture of Nathan and me and be like, happy birthday Nathan, have an amazing day, and then Nathan would repost that to his story, so that now Nathan's followers know that it's Nathan's birthday. I find that very needy, because it's like Nathan could as well just say thank you to me and move on with his day. But no, I'm not saying Nathan specifically does this. This is just an example.
No, I do. Please do this for my birthday.
But people repost those stories every minute. So it's not like they see, it's not like they see a story in the morning. They're like, oh my god, that's so sweet. And then they celebrate the whole day, and then they just repost all of them at night. No. They're checking their phone at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m. and making sure that all those wishes they got are reposted to the story accordingly. And I think that's needy.
Let me share the secret with you, Sakshi. We are needy. We're self-conscious about the likes and the happy birthday wishes.
I am
so
not.
We're begging for it.
I am not.
Well, you said you like birthdays.
I like birthdays.
Expand on that.
I love birthdays because okay, so I personally am like a person of I don't know. I said I'm personally a person. I love reflecting.
I'd hope you were personally a person.
I I love reflecting. Like if daily, weekly, whatever. Like I'm always looking back and being like, oh, this is what I learned, or oh, this is how things are different. So to me, my birthday is sort of like an annual reflection of like this is all the stuff that has happened since my last birthday, and like this is everything I learned. And it's so nice that my birthday is the day that I get to reflect on that, but then everybody else gets to celebrate with me that, oh, you had this year of learning, you had this year of evolution. Let's celebrate the journey that you had, and let's celebrate the journey that you're going to embark on for the next year.
Do you get existential with that though?
I do. I cry on my
Yeah.
birthday.
Okay. So if you cry for your birthday because of these reflections,
I don't
why?
I don't think I cry because of these reflections. I think I cry because like the older I get, the farther I am from like my, years of being a child. And like to me that's sad. Like I don't know, for some reason when I like look back at like photo albums of like, kid pictures full of me being like a child, I feel like crying. Like it doesn't make me happy. It makes me sad. Because it's like, okay, you're becoming an adult. So I like birthdays for like the reflection component irrespective of the age. Like I'm not like, oh, you turned 21. As a 21-year-old, you had all these lessons. It's more of like, oh, you had all these lessons. But then what makes me cry is that, oh my god, you're turning 21. You're gonna enter the workforce soon. Oh my god, you're like 25. You get what I'm saying? The
No, I do.
age, the
I do.
number makes me cry. The philosophy makes me happy.
That makes sense. I do want to throw in, you mentioned adults. I was thinking the phrase came into my head this day of when I say adults, I do not mean myself. I don't care
That's
how old
so true.
I will be like in the nursing home. And if I say, oh, go get an adult, do not come to me. Go find someone else. I don't care. I fully envision myself as like still short and in middle school.
I feel like you think about nursing homes a lot. Like, I feel like you've definitely mentioned them a few times on a few. I feel like in the friendship one you mentioned nursing home. Nathan, are you okay?
This is me just soft launching dementia, and I'm gonna be in a nursing home next year.
Oh my god.
No, and birthdays are a weird phenomena.
Yeah.
Not just for normal people. Celebrity birthdays
Yeah.
are weird. It will be so strange to me the day I like go on Twitter and my birthday is trending. I don't know how
Aw.
like Harry Styles or XYZ celebrity
Yeah.
handles that. I would instantly start retweeting everything with tears running down my eyes. And it's possible. I'll say my birthday is July 24th.
For all those of you who
Right.
like our podcast enough to wish Nathan next year, just repost one of our posts and be like, happy birthday to one of the two Leo Lens hosts. And he'll repost it across
will.
all our channels.
I will, absolutely. This is a cry for help. Yeah, July 24th, 2001, you can even look me up. You can already, as is, Google, like, Nathan Baldwin influencer birthday.
No
and, like,
way.
they're, like, the celebrity sites that do, like, celebrity birthdays.
Yeah.
My understanding is they work, like, they, like, crawl information, kind of like a
Okay.
search engine.
Okay.
And then they just, like, copy and paste, like, into auto forms. So the information is mostly wrong.
Okay.
But I think they do have, like, my birthday, they have, like, pictures taken from my Instagram.
Bold of you to make such claims, Nathan. Guys, I'm gonna look this up after our episode and I'm gonna tell you if it's actually true next episode.
Some are true, and some have, like, scary amount of detail.
About you?
About, like, me. Yeah.
That's weird.
About me, and, like, yeah, it's so weird. But then others, it's like, Nathan Baldwin is an actor, singer, and model.
Okay, Nathan.
Right? I'm flattered, but I think you may need to check your sources on that one. This is the official source, and that I'm only saying my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's that. Celebrity
that.
birthdays. For me, I think when I was younger, I really liked everybody knowing that it was my birthday and wanting to have everybody in on the celebration. But as the years pass by, as we get older and more existential, I appreciate the wishes, but I want my birthday celebration to be intimate. Like,
Okay.
I know some people who love like surprise parties, and like they'll just have like an open house party or whatever, and like you can bring a friend can bring a friend, friend. It's like an exponential thing. The more the merrier,
Yeah.
which is good for them. But for me, it's like, because I consider birthdays to be like such a deep thing, it's like I only want people who I care about and the people I love to be there to celebrate that. At least on my real birthday. I'm a big believer of like a birthday week. So like on my birthday, I want a party that's like me and my loved ones. But throughout the week, if someone's generous enough, or if I'm feeling generous enough, I may host like an event or so, and then you can call a friend.
Sure. I think you see that a lot in college.
Yeah.
Where I went to a birthday party on Halloween weekend, and it was a fairly big thing. It wasn't quite the, oh, it's open invite, and one
Yeah.
person invites one person. Eventually, no one knows who even is the host. But
Right.
we're not Great Gatsby here. Mm-hmm. But something I've always struggled with, my birthday, July 24th. Notably, not during the school year. Which I think is an interesting distinction.
Yeah.
Of, I can't do any, like, on the day of my birthday. It's really good for hosting parties.
Right.
It was great for hosting parties.
Right.
As a kid. But, you don't have that inherent, it's really easy, I think.
Uh-huh.
Maybe the grass is always greener on the other side.
Uh-huh.
But people who have, August to May birthdays, who can come into school with
Yeah.
your birthday sash, the balloons, your friends brought a cake to school.
Mm-hmm.
This all happened at my high school. I'm pretty sure it's unanimous. But,
Okay.
like, bring a cake in, and everyone wishes you happy birthday. You don't
Yeah.
get that as a July birthday.
I get that. Yeah. I get that because my birthday is in
As
August.
also a Leo.
But I also get what you're saying.
This is actually, we're getting to the crux. 6 episodes in. Why are Leos the way they are? It's because not enough people wished us happy birthday as a kid.
No, that's so true.
And we got attention seeking.
No, that's so true.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
We're set. We're done here.
No, lucky for me, so when I was in India,
Yeah.
my school used to be on. Like, I had a normal school day on my birthday, and we used to give out candy on our birthday. And we used to, like, at least when I was in, like, 4th or 5th, we used to be allowed to pick one helper friend. And so we used to have like these boxes of candy and then go around giving it to like teachers and like friends and students, and we would just go around distributing candy. And so everybody would wish you because they wanted the candy.
This is a great exchange. I love this idea.
Yeah, no, everybody in our school used to do it. Like, I think 4th through 6th, and you were allowed to like get out of the period and go and give out candy because it's like, it's your birthday.
Yeah, well, you can't say no to someone on their birthday.
Yeah, like, so I would get up in like the first period. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I have my box of candy. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it's like, oh, whoops, God missed class.
Exactly, and then everybody would be super nice to me because they wanted to be the person to help me. And then I would pick out my friend. I would distribute it to the whole class, give it to the teacher, and
Thank
then
you, comrade.
yeah, and then I would go and give it to every teacher. I don't know why I did that, because like,
Not even teachers you had?
yeah, no, I gave it to the teachers I had, and then I gave it to like every teacher, because for some reason I was like, it's my birthday and every teacher should like have an in on this. I don't know. Looking back, I don't know why I did that, but like,
You're taking, like, the Scrooge at the end of the movie approach to life of, like, it's my birthday, but I want everyone around
Yeah.
me to feel joy.
4th grade Sakshi was just very wise,
Giving.
beyond her years. But yeah, that's what I used to do. And then, yeah, I had like, luckily my birthday wasn't during the holiday, so I used to see everybody. What used to be super exciting, so I went to school with the people who like I used to live with in my community. So they were close to me. They used to like call me up on the day of school and be like, hey, happy birthday, like when I was getting ready. So I used to wake up at like 5:45. I had like early
Awful.
school. And then I remember my one friend, every year she used to call me on my birthday at 6 a.m. because we had like intercoms and be like, happy birthday, I'll see you on the bus, because we used to ride a bus to school. And then she was sort of like my not my palette, but like she used to tell everybody, hey, it's her birthday, and I love the attention.
I had two similar things. I had one close friend
Uh-huh.
who had his birthday the day before mine. And it was always fun to have people whose birthdays like around your birthday.
Yeah.
And be like, happy birthday! Oh, happy early birthday!
Yeah.
And I had this friend I made freshman year of high school, year 1 of high school.
Uh-huh.
And his birthday is on my birthday. We do not talk nowadays.
Okay.
Like, we don't.
Yeah.
He didn't go OSU, X, Y,
Yeah,
Z.
yeah.
But
Life happens.
Yeah, life happens. Still just reach out every year, be like, happy birthday.
Same.
That's it.
I also share my birthday with like a friend from high school, and we don't talk like you
Yeah.
said. But every year, you know, either he's gonna text me or I'm gonna text him, and I feel like we may never speak again or whatever, but I will always remember him because he shares a birthday with me.
Yeah, it's just, you look into the text chat
Yeah.
logs, it's just,
Happy birthday.
July
Happy-
24th, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy,
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
It'll go back like
Literally.
70 years, and that's
Yeah.
it's like, have you said anything else to each other? No,
Just happy birthday.
just happy birthday.
Just a well-intentioned wish.
I'll be fully honest, I don't even know if I get a response anymore.
That's sad.
I genuinely don't know, like, if he's okay in life, but I'm just gonna keep texting that same phone number, happy birthday, forever.
Yeah, until they say wrong number.
Yeah, I'd be like, please stop. This is a changed number. It's been changed for 50 years.
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Hopefully they wish you.
Right? That's real. This is how you really get people. Just start spamming every phone number.
Literally.
Be like, it's my birthday. Want to wish me happy birthday? ? And just hope enough people will respond.
Nathan, I'm kind of concerned. How many wishes did you expect growing
No,
up?
this is exactly what you're starting to see. What I mean, like, no amount of wishes is enough for me. It's a genuine
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah, it's kind of, when I was young, like, I love that people wished me and then they came to my party or whatever, but it's like, keep wishing me, I want to keep feeling like it's my birthday. Like, keep telling more people, do your thing.
Oh, and the post-birthday crash. So hard.
It is. It's like, okay, I don't know about you. Let's get into this.
Let's
me,
let's dive in. Let's dissect this.
when I was younger, I'm still young. When I was younger.
You hold on to that, Sakshi. Keep that energy. It's good for you.
When I was younger, I thought, this is it. This is my birthday. I have to be perfect from this moment on. So, like, I will feel this energy of perfection in me. Like, if I'm going to pick up a plate, there'll be this stiffness in my body because I need to pick up the plate correctly. If I'm speaking to someone, I'll be softer or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like these things you think about that you want to maybe change, or like, you're like, hey, this is what I do usually. I would compile all of that into the day after my birthday. And this is so funny. Okay, wait for the story. I used to like be perfect. And then something would slip. Like, I was getting a spoon or something. And like a spoon would slip and fall back into the drum. Like, nah, it's over. Like,
It's
I'm
like,
done being perfect.
you're
I'll
doing
try
like
it next
New
year.
Year's resolutions.
Yes, but on my
on
birthday.
your birthday. New year, new me.
But also, it wasn't just applied to like, oh, I want to like get more physical activity and I want to read more. It was in the simplest of actions. Like, oh, I want to dry my hands properly after I washed them. It was in anything and everything, and in the smallest blurb, like the smallest mistake that happened, I'm like, okay, I tried.
You're like,
Forget it.
okay, on to next year.
Yeah, or literally.
I'll try again.
And it's so funny looking back. It's hilarious.
As a kid, when you were younger, did you have kids or? Yeah, there you go. That's my question. No,
I did not have kids.
As a kid, did you have parties? Did you have parties as a kid? I'm pretty sure I knew you did not have kids when you were younger.
I did have parties. My parents always did an amazing job of like celebrating mine and my siblings' birthdays. It used to be a whole thing. So like, oh my god, let's also get into this. My mom's gonna laugh, by the way, when she listens to this episode, because I feel like she and I have this discussion at least once a year where we like look back at how I used to sort of be around my birthday, because I'm a Leo. So
Obnoxious is the answer.
So you know how like when you're younger, like kids fight, right? Like you have these high school fights, or not even high school, like elementary school fights.
Sure.
And those, like if there were any fights around my birthday, I would like sort of like 2-3 weeks before my birthday, I would start like hinting that, hey, I'm like ready to like let go of this. Like I'm ready to like be friends again. And they would also do the same, because I hate to say it, if not the best, I used to throw one of the best parties. And like,
You were the party to go to.
no,
They walked in.
I literally was. Like, I'm not even kidding. Because, like, a lot of my friends just didn't celebrate their birthdays, which is fine, but I did. So, you know, like, the fights somehow used to resolve themselves around my birthday, because I wanted them to come to my birthdays and they wanted to come to
I
my
was
birthdays.
gonna say, what do you mean somehow resolved themselves? Y'all just wanted the parties.
Yeah, you know, like, okay, so, you know, like, if you're, like, fighting or whatever, like, if it's not my birthday, I would, like, hold my ground till I'm, like, oh, either, like, one of us has to apologize or whatever. I didn't think so much as a kid. But somehow, when it was around, when these fights were around my birthdays, like, you would find the stupidest reason to talk to this girl. And then you'd be like, oh, were you mad at me? Oh, I thought you were mad at me. No, I thought you were mad at me. And then it would just resolve itself like that. Because I wanted, as I said,
would internally combust at that
yeah,
conversation.
when I was younger, I wanted a lot of people to come to my birthdays. Like I wanted all my friends to be there, and I used to have like a good big group of girlfriends, and I wanted everybody to be there. So when it was around my birthday, I was like, okay, time to resolve these fights. I'd be like, I missed you, whatever. Done. Okay, the fight's over. And then be like, okay, yeah, so it's my birthday coming up in 2 weeks. And then we would have that conversation, right? So I would sort of give them the hint that you're invited.
I do the modern social media equivalent of like a week before my birthday. You do the countdown sticker.
You did that.
Yeah.
And I put, I actually put a reminder. Like, you know, you know how when you put a sticker on Instagram, they'll
you
be
can
like,
click remind. Yeah.
I did that.
That's why.
Yeah.
I wanted you to.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I did that. Though this is so entertaining. Let me actually open up about my younger days birthday fiasco. So,
I have my own stories. I'll follow up with you.
So I used to do that. So the fights used to resolve themselves. And then they'd be like, oh, what do you want for your birthday? Like, this would be a week-long discussion. Like, I would sit with a girl on the bus, and I remember for a whole week, she was like, oh, do you want this? And I was like, no. Like, I would try to be all modest and stuff. I love gifts. And I was like, yeah, this, whatever.
That modesty was a lie.
No, literally. And I told different groups of people different things that I wanted. And they would come through because they were, like, achievable and affordable. Like, it wasn't like I was asking for a car or something. It's like, oh, I want this shade of a lip gloss or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I got them to come to the conversation where they would ask me what gifts I want, pretend I didn't want to have that conversation, put in their head exactly what I wanted, and I would get just that. Do you believe it? Every year that I've done this...
of course I believe that.
Every year that I've done this, I literally got exactly what I asked for.
Yeah,
I would do the same thing with my parents. I would like, to my mom listening, I would like drop hints about what I want for my birthday. Then they would get it for me, and somehow I always knew that they got it. Like I would either see like an Amazon slip, or like I would see a text message on my mom's phone, and I knew it was waiting for me in her cupboard. And then I would be like, yeah, I know. But she did such a good job at like wrapping or whatever that whenever I received the gift, I was still as surprised. But I knew I was getting what I wanted.
Yeah. You sound like you're easy to get gifts for.
I am.
Which has to help for birthdays. I am awful. To this day, it's like, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? It's like, give me a card to cash. Those two things, that's about it.
You're like the kind of person who like, you know, have seen the meme where it's like, when grandparents give you cash and you open the card and the cash falls out and you pretend you didn't see the cash.
My family has mastered that art of, exactly like the Vine or whatever. It's when you open up, the cash slides out of the card. You're like, OMG, Grandma, thank you. And then they're like, oh, but did you see the cash? And you're like, oh, it fell out. Thank you. I do. For as much as I love the money, I literally, behind you, I keep all of the cards people get me.
Yeah.
Always.
Same.
I will not throw away a birthday card.
You know, I love birthday cards. And I was actually telling a friend this in art class this past week. I wish we were still in those days where we actually made we crafted cards. I used to love making birthday cards. Like I would like punch out shapes and get sequins. Like I Nathan, I'm not even kidding. I could get into a grad art school with the beauty of the cards I made as a kid. I am not
That's
even
Leo
kidding.
confidence right
No,
there.
Nathan, I'm not even kidding. Like, if
You'll have to bring them in and show me then.
no, literally, if people let me make cards, like nobody's stopping me, but if people appreciated handmade cards,
I better be getting one this year.
okay.
There's an expectation there.
Yeah, no,
No.
I will.
Speaking of cards, I feel like this is the most relatable thing we could possibly say on this podcast. The card section at stores is so dismal nowadays.
It's so
you
bad.
can't go in and just get a simple Father's Day card.
Yeah.
They're all gimmicky. There's none that are blank.
Yeah,
How hard is it to make just like one column of each section?
Yeah.
Ones that are like, that have a nice exterior
Yeah.
and then just a blank interior. So you can be like, you know, I love you, Dad. Love, Nathan.
Yeah.
Why is that? They're all so stupid and gimmicky, and it makes it
Yeah.
impossible to buy cards nowadays.
No, literally. I completely agree. It's like, it just doesn't feel as special anymore. And it feels like, okay, it feels very store-bought, you know?
It's very, you just store-bought, and it's just the least gimmicky image
Yeah.
you could find, and you just write, like, you
Like-
just sign your name like it's a
Yeah.
bank check.
Like, hey dad, you're so rad.
100%.
If I wasn't your son, I would be so sad. Like, some nonsensical shit like that.
You're gonna get hired at Hallmark that way.
No, I'm really good at rhyming, by the way.
We're giving all the fun trivia facts about us this week. Stick around, you might get more in future episodes.
Ooh.
But, so, my birthday, July 24th, 2001. You know, if, like, you happen to want to wish me happy birthdays, or if, like, famous birthdays want to add me. Oh, no. But, 2, I was on TMZ has a TV show. I think you know, maybe, I don't even
We
know.
all know this. Everybody who's at the accounting party knows this because this was your opening fact. You walked in and somebody brought up your Instagram and you like, children, sit down. It's story time. And you told us about TMZ.
Yeah, so I'm going to share the story with you all. So, TMZ has a national broadcast, and one day I was at B-Dubs, and I'm just, like, happened to go in, like, the Twitter requested messages, which I never do, and it was, like, TMZ, hey, we found your profile, we'd love to have you on the show.
Love that.
And I'm like, this is fake.
Yeah.
It's a verified account.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I would love to. You know, let me know the details.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, here's some possible dates, just let us know. I'm like, okay, we'll do this Sunday. And it was a full thing. I was on the show, I was on for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But it was a full, we record at like 1 was my segment. But that meant like 6 a.m. I had to be up to do like, because I was remote, doing like audio, visual checks on my computer. And it was such a weird experience being on the TV.
What do you speak about? Tell our listeners.
Yes, so this was Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez when they got back together. This was last August.
Okay, yeah.
August 21.
Yeah.
They had just gone together again. And they had gone to Disneyland. I think it was Disneyland.
With the kids, right?
With their kids.
Yeah.
And of course it's TMZ, so it's celeb gossip news. And they wore, I think it's called the TMZ newsroom. So it's just like their guys, you know, kind of kicking back and forth. And then they would have people like me come in and be like, you know, what did you think, Nathan, of this?
Yeah.
I was like, I was given a choice of topics ahead of time, so I knew what I would be talking about. And I just like blacked out and just said a spiel. And it was like the most basic spiel I could possibly do of like, I just think it's so nice to see them back together and back in love.
Oh, so you did choose them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I chose them. And it was like back together and back in love, and like the kids seem to be doing really great. And I'm just really happy for them.
Yeah.
Right, and you can look this up on TMZ.
You've shown us, don't worry.
I know, but for the audience,
Okay.
you can try to have fun. August something of 2021 I was on. And the founder of TMZ on national television said to me, it's like, you should work at Hallmark.
Okay, Nathan.
That's where this was going with your rad dad. If it
Yeah.
weren't yours, I'd be sad story
Yeah.
was going. I just hold on to that. I want to
Yeah.
put that on my resume. Founder of TMZ said I should work at Hallmark.
There should be a quote section.
Right?
Yeah.
We should put review section.
Yeah, like who cares about experiences? I'm gonna tell you what real people said about me. That's what matters.
Exactly.
I think that's a brilliant idea. But yeah, you know, they feel, going back to the cards,
Yeah.
right? They feel store-bought.
Store-bought commercial.
They feel commercial and they feel like I feel like I agree with the thing you said. It's not about what's on the card, but what's in the card. Like, I don't care what you make the cover of the card look like. At least give me the space to write what I actually think about this person. If you
Yeah.
are deciding everything and I'm just writing Love Sakshi, like what? Like, it's so
Yeah.
it's
so bad.
effortless in the wrong way.
I also conversely do love the phenomena of like one person in my family will buy a card
Uh-huh.
for like a Mother's Day, a Father's Day, a birthday, and then like everyone will be like, just come sign it.
Yeah.
You just scribble your name and
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, haha.
I like that.
It is nice because you get that. They
Yeah.
still convey the message.
It does.
My birthday parties.
Yeah.
I don't think they were quite like yours, but I still had, my parents did put a lot of effort and energy into my birthdays. Which meant I had some good, like I had maybe this is just an Ohio thing, Kahuna Ice, which is like a shaved ice, like Italian ice
I've
type
heard
of
of
deal.
it.
And they had like that for like a party.
Okay.
And like they had like, it's like a food truck that does like
Yeah.
Italian ice, and they came.
Yeah.
I don't remember this instant itself. I remember the party itself. I want to say, 4th birthday party.
Okay, wow.
Right? So that real young, fireman themed. Because
Aww.
4-year-old boy.
Okay.
And it was great. I remember I still have, my parents had like a little like star pillow that everyone at the party signed, and I still have it, and it's so adorable. I don't remember this next part, but my parents say, and I feel like I've like gaslit myself into remembering it, that they went and had the local fire department show up. And this is great, but here's where it gets fun. I wasn't aware of this ahead of time.
Okay.
And they were in full gear, gas mask and everything.
Ooh.
Which, as an adult, objectively cool.
Yeah.
As a 4-year-old kid, I'm up in, like, I had a playground.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm, like, up in the playground, and all of a sudden, without warning, up rises, like, the helmet, the gas mask where you can't see their face, bulky suit, rises up, like, on the steps. Apparently, I screamed bloody murder. And I was terrified of the firemen.
At the age of 4.
At the age of 4. Because I had never seen them, I didn't know what a gas mask was.
But you knew what bloody murder was?
Well, I didn't scream the words bloody murder.
But something.
It's an expression. I screamed like a banshee.
I
screamed...
thought you were like, oh, I specifically remember screaming
No,
bloody murder.
I'm not British. I didn't yell bloody murder. No.
Bloody murder!
No.
That's these
That sounds like you're a British person playing like Mafia or like IRL Clue, and you're like, there's been a bloody murder in here. No, I just like screamed really loudly.
That's so cool.
It was very cool. Love my parents for the effort. But apparently I was not happy in the moment. Well, not unhappy, but just very
startled.
scared.
Yeah, very startled.
I assumed like the fireman was like, hey buddy, you're good. Like probably took off the mask or something. It was probably fun, but
yeah.
I'm sure there's maybe pictures of that somewhere. But I had the Kona Ice, I had the fireman. I think I had a pirate one. I loved pirates as a kid.
Wow.
Which, not unsurprising, but I remember this kid in the 4th grade argued with me that pirates weren't real, and he was wrong. I remember you. I don't remember your name.
You know the song?
No.
I remember. No. Okay, it's fine.
No, I have no clue. But, like, I don't remember your name. I just remember you were wrong. And that may have been the year I had the pirate party.
That's fair.
But
yeah, no.
But now it's different as an adult.
Yeah, let's talk about that now.
Transitioning. I don't even remember what I did for my birthday this year.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what did you do?
I may have not done much. I did better this year of like not hyping up myself.
That's also, yes, let's talk about that. So I feel with the whole expectations of having a birthday, it's heartbreaking when those expectations aren't met.
Yeah, and like I said, at least the ones typically in my head, impossible from the get-go.
So you know what I learned, Nathan?
What did you learn?
I learned that like, if you have expectations, I think you should make your birthday. And what I mean by that is, I think, so obviously like once I graduated high school, my parents stopped throwing me parties. Like they stopped organizing it. Like I would be like, oh, I want to do this.
You're on your own now.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh, I want to do this. And they would just like, get it done. Like make it happen, make the reservation or whatever. And that was nice and everything. But now I'm at the point where like, I want to get into the party stage. Like I want to have like, beautiful flowers on the table and like themed cutlery and everything.
Adults can have such gorgeous birthday
They
parties.
can. But I think if you are like Nathan and I, where you have an expectation of your birthday, you should take your birthday upon yourself. I think what happens more
Yes.
often than not is people want so much for their birthday, but then they like expect their best friend or their boyfriend or their husband or whoever to like throw them the party.
Yeah.
And then if it doesn't meet their expectations, it just bums them out. To me, it's like this is your celebration, so you do what you want. You
Yeah.
know? Like, yes, it goes against the whole idea of like, oh, it's your birthday, you should be the one treated. Like, you get what I'm saying? But like, it's okay. If you have
Yeah, no.
expectations, just do it.
Yeah, no, I think that's like you invite everyone, you plan
Yeah.
like just throw yourself a
Yeah.
party.
Yeah. You know, like
And
you.
that gets them in the trap where they have to wish you happy birthday.
Exactly. Like, you call the shots, you know? Because, like,
Yeah. And
yeah.
also, as an adult, you can have a lot more fun birthdays.
You can
I
have
think
a lot. And you can have more than one.
there's more than one. I feel like if you know like the Dunning-Kruger
No.
curve, or it looks like this. I'm doing a little hand motion for you. If you're an audience member, go ahead and Google Dunning-Kruger curve. I think they're a horror. Yeah.
Okay.
Kruger. Yeah, Freddy Krueger. Like
Okay.
Freddy Krueger. Dunning-Kruger
Okay.
curve. Where it's like it starts high, dips down, and then kind of goes back up. Like
Yeah.
kind of like a half parabola.
Yeah.
Where I feel like that's the graph for
Yeah.
birthday party. Like, as an elementary schooler, it can be great because the
Yeah.
bar's fairly low.
Yeah.
And then, like, end of high school, early college, it's like, oh, it's my birthday, I guess, and you're just kind of moody about it. Or maybe
Yeah.
that's just me. But then, like, as you get an adult where, like, you have more money and you can do funner things,
And you know
cooler
more
things,
people.
you know more people, you kind of go back up, like 18 to 21, especially if you follow the law here in America, can be very hard for a birthday party.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you're too old to do
A
normal
restaurant.
birthday
Yeah.
things.
But you're not
You're-
legal to like.
You're not legal
to
to
go all
go
out.
out to bars and whatnot.
Yeah.
But once you hit 21, like, it takes off and, like, go bar hopping. You can do, you know, a fun party. You can make I've seen really pretty pictures where it's, like, people in France, and it's, like, a nice villa, and the flowers, and the ivy, and everyone has champagne.
Yeah.
And it looks gorgeous. You can do that.
Yeah.
But that 18 to 21 range is really hard.
It is, and I feel like it's also hard. I think 16 to 21, in fact, is hard because you know how they say you should have like a sweet 16 and like a very happening 16, a very happening 18, a very happening 21. I feel like people often like pressurize themselves and be like, oh, I'm supposed to go all out.
Yeah.
And then if you don't, you're like, okay,
Those
that
are the
was my
worst.
21.
Like, 18th birthday, not that special.
Yeah.
21st birthday, like I said, can be really fun because you can
It can
you
be
can
fun, but it
organize
doesn't
it
need
going
to be
out.
special.
It doesn't need to be special. 16th is especially the worst, in my opinion. 'Cause
Yeah.
like, as a 15-year-old,
Yeah.
oh, you're 16. As anyone older than 16, it's like, oh, you're 16, okay. But, like, there's so much pressure.
Yeah.
I directly blame early 2000s Disney Channel original movies for this.
For the sweet 16.
For the Sweet 16.
Yeah, that's
It's
so
like,
true.
You are not, I am sorry, you are almost certainly not going to get a car, and that's coming from someone, my parents gave me a car for my 16th.
Okay.
Even getting that, like, it's not gonna be a magical moment.
It
I don't know.
happens. It happens. You live it, and then it passes.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're
Ain't
gonna
that
remember
close.
till your dying moment.
Yeah, like, it's just so much additional pressure on top of the already
Yeah.
pressuring.
Yeah. And I feel like those are sort of like the bookmark ages where it's like you hit this, you hit this,
Yeah.
you hit this.
You're supposed to be achieving
Yeah.
things, but you
Yeah.
don't need to achieve things at
Yeah.
certain ages.
Yeah, like I feel like after your 21st birthday, every age matters more. Like now to me, now that we're 21, I'm like, oh, I want to celebrate my 22nd with as much energy as my 23rd, 24th, 25th. But like 16 to 21 is like, oh, you love the 16th, 17th, fine. 18th, you love 19, you're like, okay.
Yeah, like, it's very much
Yeah.
up-down
Yeah.
enjoyment.
20 is like, oh, I'm entering like the decade of the 2, but like it's not 21 yet. And then 21 is like, bam, you're an
Yeah,
adult.
21 and after, you can just be high energy for
Yeah.
every single one.
Yeah, I feel 21 and after there's like no set standard for like this age needs to be big or that age needs
Yeah.
to be big. But
You're
speaking,
kind of done with
yeah.
milestones. But, yeah,
But speaking of that, what like now that we both are 21, just like in this moment, what ages do you think going forward you really want to go all out on? Like,
I feel like 30 would be a big one for me.
Yeah.
Just because I feel the pressure I put on myself. I have so many grand plans, and 30 is not old. I've said this before.
Yeah,
My
30
opinion
is a new 20.
30 is a new 20,
yeah.
exactly. Chris Evans was 30 in Captain America: The First Avenger.
Yeah.
He's basically a 20-year-old now.
Yeah.
I still put the pressure on myself to like get it all done by then.
Yeah.
So I'm not, even if I don't accomplish it all, I just want to see what I can accomplish by 30.
Yeah.
This is like a playful jest, not like one where I'm going to be really upset if I don't hit everything by
Yeah.
then. But 30 would be big. And also 45 for some reason.
Okay.
It's not 40.
Ew, I can't even imagine us being old.
But like, it's not 40. It's not 50. It's such a random birthday, but
Yeah.
for some reason in my head, like, that makes sense as like a milestone birthday.
For me, I can only think of myself till 30. Like, I can only do one decade
I
at
will
a
never
time.
be old. I refuse.
Yeah.
No.
I can
No, thank
only
you.
think of myself. So for me, right now, I'm like 22. Should we go 24, 25, 26, and then 30? For some reason, all the other numbers between now and 30.
The late
I'm like, whatever.
20s all blur together for
Yeah,
some
like
reason.
it's like, you're like, whatever. I
like
don't know.
20 through, I'll probably graduate law school about when I'm 24, 25. That's all, like, there's so much happening there.
Yeah.
But then I imagine, like, 25, snap, 30.
Yeah.
When that won't be the case.
I want 26 also. So for, in my mind, 24, 25, 26 is like a tiny hill. Like 24 is like you're at the point where you're climbing, and 25 is like, oh, something's supposed to happen. In my head, and just the culture I come from, 25 is like the age you sort of get engaged at, or you like formally declare.
Yeah, you have, like, adult things you're
you're
to do
like,
now.
oh, I might get married at 25, I might like get engaged at 25. So I don't know if it's cultural or if I think this way, but to me, 25 is like the peak of the hill, and then 26 is like, you've ridden the peak, now you're setting into this new phase of life. It may not happen that way. Like, for all you know, in my life, it might be like 24 is like the age I venture out and see if I want to like explore any other professions. And 25 and 26 are like, wow, I'm in this profession, I'm at it. It means different things, but for some reason, the 24, 25, 26 hill just seems very exciting.
This podcast, I think I would speak for both of us, we are the first to endorse the notion. Go at your own pace.
Yeah.
If you get... There is I think it's a Tumblr quote, where someone was sharing the story of they were looking at going to med school. And it's like, I'm not going to graduate till I'm 29.
Yeah.
And their parents had the insightful words of, you're going to be 29 anyways.
Yeah.
Must be 29 and a doctor. I think, I'm like, even the bare minimum, if you're 29 and doing just fine, if you're 50 and doing just fine, like, go at your own pace.
Right.
It doesn't matter if it takes you 3 years. If it takes you 3 years to do a 4-year Bachelor's of Arts degree, great for you.
Yeah.
I applaud you. Applaud you.
Applaud you.
So, yeah, I celebrate
you. Got
you.
the
That's
point.
great.
Yeah.
If it takes you 10 years and you take breaks in the middle, whatever, that's fine. I know someone who did 17 years to get a
Wow.
bachelor's degree.
Of what?
Physics, programming, something STEMmy. It was basically they started it and fell out. They may have had military service and then they were working.
Life
and then
happened,
Life happened and they came back to finish it. Great.
Yeah.
They're doing great.
Yeah.
Take things at your time. That's the moral of our birthday messages. Enjoy yourself. Don't set expectations.
Yeah.
Take your time.
I love how we're saying all this, and then like when we have our thoughts before like each of us go to bed tonight, we'll still be thinking about our life plans. But of course, for this podcast, we'll be like, take your time.
Do as we say, not as we do.
On that note, this was our take on birthdays. Let us know what you think.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. We're going to be Apple, Spotify, everywhere you can get your podcast from. We're on YouTube now. We're on Twitter, Instagram. Connect with us.
We'd
We'd love to hear from you all.
And a sneak peek, we're like gonna have an exciting episode next week, so stay tuned for that.
Until then, what do we always say, Sakshi?
This is not a parasocial relationship. We love you. You are our community, and share your thoughts with us. And until next time, bye.